Okay guys, so for today we're going to learn to do the clusters on a slant. It's all double crochets and some chains. And you see how you've got this line forming on each row like this. That's pretty cool. It's a 2-row repeat. And I think you're really going to enjoy this one. So let's go ahead and get started on this. First of all, this is a multiple of 5 plus 3. And I'm just using for my sample a medium 4-weight yarn and a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. You can use any yarn, any hook. So this is just to teach you how to do the clusters on a slant. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to chain 15 and then I'm going to add 3 to that. So let's go ahead and do a chain. Let me get this out of the way. Let's go ahead and chain a multiple of 5, which I'm going to do 15. Oh yeah, I go right into my chain, but for you guys, let me go ahead and make a slip knot to get you started. Wrap around the finger, grab the yarn, pull through the loop, insert your hook and pull to tighten, and that puts a slip knot on your hook to get started. Okay, so I'm going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now, since it's a multiple of 5 plus 3, we need to add 3 to the end of this. 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's go ahead and get started in our pattern here. We're going to make a cluster in the 6th chain from the hook, and I'm going to show you how to make a cluster. So yarn over and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this 6th chain, insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull through, and hold your thumb to hold this down, this chain down, and pull this up to the height of a double crochet. Yarn over, go through 2 loops. You should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook in that same chain. Yarn over, pull through, go up to the height of a double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook in that same chain space. Yarn over, pull through, and pull it to the height of a double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and do a chain 1. Now you have this here where you skip these 5 chains here, and now you have a cluster. Okay, so now that we've got our cluster made, we did a chain 1. Now let's go ahead and skip the next 2 chains. That's 1, 2, and in the 3rd chain, we're going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You just made a double crochet. Now, this is where the fun is going to start. You have 2 skipped chains right here. We're going to work in this chain right here, the 2nd skipped chain, or you can remember it as the chain next to your double crochet. And we're going to work in front of this double crochet, this one. So go ahead and insert your hook in that chain. And then I kind of pull it up so that it will be the level of a double crochet. So go through 2 and go through 2 and chain 1. Now you just made a cross. So now you're going to skip this next chain, and in the next chain you're going to make a cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull it up to the height of a double crochet. Yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook again, yarn over, pull up to the height of a double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook in that chain space again, yarn over, pull up to the height of a double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 4 loops, and make a chain 1. Now we're going to make the cross again. Now we're going to skip 2 chains, and we're going to make a double crochet in the 3rd chain. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to repeat what we did here. We're going to make another cross. So we had skip 2. So in that 2nd skip chain, we're going to make a double crochet in front of this double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, grab your yarn, yarn over, pull through. Now pull it to the height of a double crochet. Now work your double crochet and chain 1. Skip the next chain. In the next chain we're going to make a cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through to the height of a double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook again, and just repeat that for a total of 3 times. Okay, you've got 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 4 loops, chain 1. Now you have 2 spaces left. We're going to skip 1, and in that last one we're going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook in that last chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now here's what your first row looks like. Row 2 and 3 will be your repeat rows. So let's start the repeat rows. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work. Now you have a chain space here and a chain space here. So anytime you see a cluster, you're going to make a cross. So let's go ahead and skip this first chain space and make a double crochet in the next chain space. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we got to go back and work in this missed chain space. We got to make a double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, come through. We want to stay in the front of that missed double crochet. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have a cross. Okay, now that you've made that, be sure and chain 1. Now we're going to work in the cross. In between the cross, we're going to make a cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook in that space, yarn over, pull through and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook in that space, yarn over, pull through and pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops and chain 1. Now you're getting the pattern here. So you have a chain 1 and a chain 1, you have your cluster. So you're going to work across, you're going to work a cross above your cluster. So make a double crochet in this second, skip this chain space, but in the second one make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to go back and work in this missed space, and we're going to work in the front of that. So yarn over, always take my thumb, kind of hold that back, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and chain 1. Now you just made a cross. Got a cross, a cluster, and a cross. Now you're seeing the pattern. So in between the cross, you're going to make a cluster. So let's make our cluster. Make sure you're at the height of the double crochet. And we've got to do this, insert this. We've got to insert this 3 times. That's 2. Do it one more time. Okay, now we have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4, and chain 1. Now we have a cluster, so we need to make a cross above the cluster. So skip this next chain space, and in this chain space make a double crochet. And we got to make our cross, so let's go back and work a double crochet in our skipped chain space. So like I said, I like to kind of hold this back so that I don't chain around it. So yarn over, insert your hook in that chain space, pull through, yarn over, pull through like that, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now in our chain 4, we're going to make a double chain 1. So now we're going to make a double crochet in the 3rd chain from of our turning chain. We'll just make a double crochet. There we go. And that's all you do. And you just keep repeating. And so that's all we're going to do. We're just going to keep repeating this rows 2 and then row 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So chain 4, turn your work. So now you're going to start off, you have a cross to start with. So you're going to skip this chain space, and in the cross, in between the cross, you're going to make a cluster. Make sure you're the height of a double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. You have 4 on your loop. You know, pull through all 4 and chain 1. So now you have a cluster, so that means you've got to make a cross. So skip the first chain space, and in the next chain space, make a double crochet. Okay, now you're going to go back and work in that chain space across this. So make a double crochet. I like to pull that up, make sure it's the right height. And chain 1. And you're going to keep repeating that. Where you see a cross, you make a cluster. There was 2, 1 more. And through all 4 and chain 1. Now you're going to skip the next cluster, the next chain 1, and then there's your cluster, and you're going to make a double crochet. So everywhere you see a cluster, you're going to make a double crochet cross. Okay, so now we got to go back and work in that missed space, chain space. You're going to work in the front of it, bring it up to the level, go through 2, go through 2, chain 1. Now you're got a cross here, so you're going to work a cluster in between the 2 double crochets. And 1 more. And all through all 4 loops, chain 1. So now you're going to make a double crochet in the 3rd chain. And that's all you do. You just keep repeating that. See how your slant is going? Just like that. So like if you were to start your next repeat row, you would chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work, and you see that you have a cluster, so you're going to need a double crochet cross. So you skip that first one, chain space, and in that second chain space, you make a double crochet. And you're going to work a double crochet in this missed chain space. Insert your hook in that space. Pull it up and work your double crochet. And don't forget to chain 1. Now you have a cross double crochet. So you're going to make a cluster. And you just keep repeating that. and chain 1. And then right here, you would skip that, double crochet in that because you have a cluster, so you make a double crochet cross, and in here you make a cluster. You keep repeating that, and you'll always have a double crochet in the 3rd chain on your last row in chain 4, and you just keep repeating that. That's how easy this is, guys. You've got this. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.